So if you guys haven't seen a video yet, we recently picked up Brembo brakes and they are now away. We dropped them off like last week to get them powder coated. So we just have to wait for those to come back. So right now we have no brakes in the car, so I can't even drive the car. So while we are waiting for the Brembo brakes and the rear ST brakes to get powder coated, we are going to be fitting on that Valance on this car so that when the brakes come back, we can drop that Valance off to get painted and have a complete car again. Not to say that it's not complete, but it's kind of not complete because I don't have brakes. But the one thing I do like about the RS front brakes is the rotor is actually bigger. Now the rotors in the back, they're about the same, but I just like how that rotor pretty much fills up the whole wheel. Once we get those calipers back, that color is gonna look so sick with these wheels. So since we picked up the new RS front brakes, we ordered new brake pads and rotors for the front and back. So as soon as we get the calipers back with those new pads and rotors in, we'll put them on and it should be pretty solid. I ordered something else for this car and it's literally been stuck in Texas for like a whole week. So still waiting on that, but let's go ahead and fit this Valance on. I'm pretty excited to see how this looks. So the cool thing about this Valance is it's gloss black. So basically what that means is it's not going to look entirely too bad unpainted. Because they recommend that you fit it on before you paint it, because apparently you have to kind of grind the sides a little bit right here. But before knowing that I was going to get those RS brakes, I wanted to plan it so that when we fit this on, I wouldn't have to drive the car while it's painted. Because the thing is, once we take the OEM one off, I don't know if we're able to fit it back on temporarily until we get this one painted. Because I don't know if it's like plastic rivets that we're going to have to drill out. I'm not entirely sure, so I kind of wanted to plan it so that once we put this on, fit it on, I can go get it painted and then have it back, and then I'm able to drive the car. But because this is not my daily, so it doesn't really matter if it sits, but I didn't want to do it like over the weekend where when I do drive it, I can't drive it because I can't fit this one on and I don't have this one, and then it's gonna look funny. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get this out of the plastic and let's go ahead and fit it on. Hopefully it's not too hard. I'm hoping that this grinding is not that bad. Let me see, it goes like this. So this is pretty much how it looks. Kind of hard to do it because it's kind of back heavy, so it just falls back. But as you can tell, it's way more dramatic. Kind of has an RS look to it, but it's a little different, I'd say. But it looks sick though. I've been wanting this thing for so long. So of course, to make this easier, I'm pretty sure you can do it on the car. But we're going to take the back bumper off, so we're going to start with the tail lights and then figure out from there. Hoping that we were able to do this without having to jack the car up, but we're gonna have to jack the car up because there are like 3 bolts on each side, and I was able to get the bottom 2 bolts out, but the top one is too close to the tire and I cannot reach like a socket set or like an Allen wrench key inside of there. So I'm gonna have to jack the car up, take the wheels off, and then it honestly shouldn't be too hard. Like, I think it's just bolt up here, 3 bolts on each side, and I think it should come off. I think it's as simple as that. Cross your fingers. Taking that off actually was not hard at all, but now that we got it off, now we got to take off the rear valance, well, at least the stock one, of course. Honestly, it does not look that hard. It literally looks like the same tabs that are on the front grille, which was actually pretty annoying, so hopefully it's not that bad. It looks like it's not that bad because I was thinking that it was going to be like plastic rivets, so it looks like we were able to actually put this back on. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be that bad now that I know how to take them off. That's it. That wasn't hard at all. What the heck? I mean, About half of the tabs broke, but once it's painted, it's never going to be used again, so it don't matter. But that was not hard at all. Wow. Well, let's go ahead and put this one on. So it does have a protective like plastic film on it. We're not going to take that off until it is time to paint this thing. Let's see. So it goes right there, I think. So just like the old bumper extension Valance thing, it mounts on the exact same way. So you see how you have these clips right here? It mounts on the exact same way. So the only thing is on the sides, it acts like it doesn't want to go in. So you have to get forced in. I know that it did come with screws. I'm not for sure if that's why or if it's for the mounting down below. Because you can use the OEM ones, I'd imagine. And I'm pretty sure the screws are for this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But as you guys can see, so they say you have to grind it, and it's almost like half an inch you have to grind off. See how much it sticks out? So we basically have to like grind all of this off. So I'm still trying to figure out which way would be the best way of doing that, whether I want to sand it or actually like cut it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the hardest part right now. So just to get a little sneak peek of how it's gonna look, it looks good. It does look good. Wow, I just wanted to put it on and kind of get an idea. Cool thing is with these triangles, I believe we can transfer those over from the old bumper, or old Valance. Valance, I think it's Valance. I keep saying Valance, but it's Valance. But it looks good though. Wow, does need some work though, say that. So you guys can see how much we actually have to trim off. I'm thinking of actually doing it on the car just so we can get a better idea, because it has to kind of go with the wheel well. Now what I'm gonna do, instead of actually using like a grinder, or no, instead of using like actual cutter, I think I'm just gonna grind it off. So I'm thinking about using this guy right here. Regardless of how long it's gonna take, I think it'll be better in the long run. That way it kind of leaves less room for air. So what we need to do is we need to put this edge and line it up to this edge right here. Basically match it up with the stock bumper. So I have two things. I have a sander, and then I have this Dremel type thing. So we're gonna try this first. If not, we're gonna switch over to this. Let's see. Yep. That's gonna take way too long. All right, let's try sander. I'm gonna stop right here real quick because I have to go to the store and probably get some more sandpaper. And kind of running out. It's kind of taking a long time because of the fact that it's kind of double layered right here, so it takes a little longer right here on the edges. But we're almost there. It's not too far to go. Literally like a quarter of an inch we have to shave down right here. As you can tell, it's a little higher right here. That's because I'm trying to get this shaved down first. That way I know how low to go right here. But I just got to go to the store and get some more sandpaper, finish this side, and then we'll do that side. I went to the store and actually picked up some new sanding paper. This one's a little bit more coarse, so it should be a little bit quicker, because this side's taking forever, so I just don't want that side to take forever. So we just finished this side. As you can see, it's flush with the bumper. Did a pretty good job, honestly. I'd recommend this machine 100% because it makes it easier to kind of control it as far as how low it goes. Using a Dremel, I know it would be faster, but I know Dremels can get out of hand real easy. So pairing that machine up with 120 grade sandpaper, can't go wrong with it, I promise you. So let's go ahead and do that side and we'll be done. Just gotta send this off the paint, and it'll be ready for install. I still don't know how we're gonna kind of secure the tabs. Maybe we'll use like plastic bonding or plastic welding for the inside tabs, because the stock one, it kind of locked in, but these don't really lock. They go into place, but they don't really lock in. I don't know. We'll probably have to use like plastic welding or something like that. But let's go ahead and shave that side down, and let's be done with this. And just like that, we are finished with both sides. Got that side lined up, and we're gonna come over here, and we got that side lined up. Whew, what a long time coming. So that was extremely time consuming, but I'm just glad that we're actually able to get that lined up perfectly. But like I said before, we're gonna have to find something, once this rear valance is painted, we're gonna have to find something to attach this to the back bumper more better, because this doesn't clip in like the old one did. So like it's kind of loose. The only screw holes that it does have are on the bottom right here. So there's one right there. Let me see, there's one right there. There's one right there, and then there's another one on the other side. So that's about the only mounting holes that it has. But as far as it being attached to the rear bumper, there's no screws, or it doesn't snap into place or anything like that. So I think we're gonna have to like buy plastic welding, and we're gonna have to like just weld the tabs to the back bumper. But other than that, that's pretty much the most difficult part about this install, is the fact that you have to grind the sides. So this install technically is finished. The only thing that's left to do is to get this rear valance painted. Definitely stay tuned, because once we get it painted, you guys are gonna see how I'm gonna mount this rear valance to this bumper, which I don't even know how I'm gonna do it now. It's all stipulations at this point, but definitely stay tuned. I'm hoping to drop this off probably tomorrow. We have the front and rear brake pads and rotors on their way. We have the calipers being powder coated right now. Then we have the rear valance that hopefully we're dropping off for paint tomorrow. So imagine if all this stuff got back this week and we were able to install it. That, I could probably have everything else, but that's probably not gonna be done this week. It'll probably be done next week, but we can always be hopeful, right? I'm gonna go ahead and clean this garage up. I gotta vacuum it, because all that dust and sanding stuff's everywhere. I'm ending right here, guys. I'm starving. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Stay safe. Definitely stay tuned, because you don't want to miss that install. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Listen, listen, listen.